you feeling about money right now? Is it flowing with ease or are you feeling a bit stuck? If you are the latter, if you are feeling stuck with money, if you're wondering why you can't leap into your next level of income and profitability in your business right now, well, make sure you stick around because in today's episode, I'm going to be sharing with you the brutal truths about why you are currently stuck with money and importantly, how you can get that flow back again. If you are looking to find your flow with money again, you're going to love my new free challenge that is coming up. It's a 3-day money manifesting challenge, which is called 5K in 3 days. Over the 3 days, you'll learn the tools to make an extra $5,000 profit in your business ASAP. But this challenge isn't just about those 3 days. Of course, the tools and strategies that you learn inside can be applied again and again to help you with your manifesting mojo and to help you to become a money magnet. So let me tell you a little bit about the 3-day challenge. On day one, you'll be busting those lies that you believe about money, and we'll start to lay the foundations for how you can start to manifest more and call in more cash fast. On day two, we'll be doing what I call a vibration check. So what we're going to be doing is finding out whether you are unintentionally repelling money or whether you actually are a money attractor. And you'll be learning how to actually become a money magnet, how to use strategies to start to attract more money into your life fast. And we'll also be unlocking your 5K blueprint. So working out exactly how you are going to call this $5,000 in. And on day three, you'll solidify those manifestation skills so that you can attract wealth on repeat. And we'll pull together a bit of a plan to help you learn how to manifest on repeat. I would love for you to join me. I'll be teaching the 3-day challenge live. You can join me via the link in the show notes for today's episode. So let's talk about why you are feeling stuck with your money. The first thing that springs to mind is the vibration or the energy that is around you. So who are the people that you are surrounded by? As humans, we are so heavily impacted by the people that we spend time with. If you're a regular listener of the podcast, you will know that I say a lot that it's very important that you are surrounded by people vibrating at the right frequency, who are heading where you want to be heading. So really take a moment and reflect. Are you spending time inside containers, networking groups, social circles where money is spoken about in a positive way? Our subconscious mind is so powerful. So much of what we are doing, thinking about, is happening on autopilot without us even realizing it. And if the kind of things that we're hearing again and again are, we're in a recession right now, money's tight, business sucks, that is going to subconsciously come into your head. And it will start to play out in how both you think and behave around money. So take a moment and do a bit of a vibe audit of the people who are in your world. Just take a moment and reflect. Then, following on from that, think about some ways that either I can start to be the light and not be engaging in these conversations, not be taking on that energetic frequency, or how can I actually be finding new circles to be mixing in? One of the really powerful things that you can do in this space is to be working with an amazing mentor. Again, if you're a regular listener, you will know how often I talk about the power of being in the right mentorship container. Being around a mentor who inspires you, uplifts you, shows you what is possible, and is there to support you when you're not feeling the greatest. After all, that's kind of part of the role of a coach and a mentor. It's not just about, all sunshine and lollipops. It's also about, hey, this is going on for me, coach. Can you help me to navigate through it? So whenever I'm feeling stuck, stagnant, one of the big things that I do is do a bit of an audit. And I say, who do I need to be working with? What programs do I need to be investing in? What things do I need to be learning more about to up-level my vibration and my frequency right now? The next brutal truth about why you might be stuck is that you won't go all in. So, what do I mean by this? Let's start with the concept of time, on going all in on time. So, let's talk about, I recently lost about 8 kilos. And the truth is, I didn't really do a whole lot different. But what I did was that I went all in on it. So I'm actually doing similar style workouts to what I've been doing for years. But the difference is that I've gone all in. And let me explain what I mean by that. When I used to work out before, if I had a bad night's sleep, if my kids were sick, if, I don't know, something popped up, I just would miss the gym. And the reality was that I was missing the gym at least once, if not twice a week, almost every single week. When I decided that this was something that was important to me and a priority to me, I am now all in on my workouts. That means that I am working out 4 times a week without fail. And I've been doing that for at least, 6, maybe 9 months now. And this means that, I went on a weekend away with my girlfriends and they were laughing at me because I actually bought my weights when we went on our weekend away. My hubby and I had a little romantic getaway weekend. And again, I brought my weights with me and my workout, and I did my workout in the morning. We actually did it together, which was really kind of cool. But this is the difference, is that instead of it being like, yeah, cool, I'll definitely do it if it's convenient, if it fits in for me, I am now making it an absolute priority. I don't compromise on my workouts anymore. And if for some extenuating reason I have to miss a day, I then do it the next day. So I'll do 2 in a row to make up that lost day. This is the thing when it comes to money, business, all of the things. What you might do is you might be energetically saying, yeah, I'm here. I'm showing up for money or my business or whatever it might be. But you're doing it in a 80, 90% way, not a 110% way. Sorry, side note, it really triggers me to say 110% because as an accountant, I know there's no such thing as 110%, but it did feel very fitting right there. When it comes to your money, are you like, yeah, I'm doing all the things, but you aren't really, your heart isn't really in it. You're not really all in 100%. And it might be the same in the space of your actual money that you are investing back into your growth. So again, when I talk about going all in, you will know what I mean here. I bet you've had an example in your life where you've gone all in on something. Let me share an example of where I've done that myself. A retreat popped up with a mentor that I had really, really, really wanted to hang out with. And when this opportunity popped up, it was a significant investment. I did not know how I was going to be able to afford it, but there was a payment plan. And I did just have enough money for the first payment of the payment plan. And I put that money down and I was like, I am going to do whatever the hell I need to get to that retreat. Spoiler alert, I did. The money always showed up. I got there, had an amazing time, built some connections that have lasted for years and years later. Now, I've also made investments where I might have even actually gone and spent the money and I went, yeah, I feel like I should be doing a program at the moment. So I'm like, I don't really have the spare money, but do you know what? I'll just do it anyway. Put the money down. And the whole way through the experience, the investment, the money felt stretched. I didn't feel expanded by it. I felt stressed by it. So I want you to start to really notice, am I going all in on this? And if you're not feeling that pull to go all in, perhaps it's not the right investment, or maybe it's just your fear popping up. But I just want you to start to explore that. And I want you to think about times where you have gone all in on something. Maybe it was hiring the team member. Maybe it was, I don't know, offering extra to get that rental apartment that you really wanted. How can you be bringing that to the space of your money magnetism, of your business growth? What is it that you're scared to do, but that intuitively you know is the next best thing to be doing? I know the feeling for me when I am like, I have to go and do this. I'm going all in. But I will also say that I've done a lot of work on my money mindset over the years to really identify where an investment can be scary. And I also intuitively know that it's the right thing to do. So if you're wondering why you're stuck, this might be something that you're coming up against, that you're not all in, that you're not all in from a money perspective, that you're not all in from a time perspective. You might be going through the motions, but you aren't really there like, I am going to do whatever the hell it takes to make this happen. And think about how you can start to create that level of urgency, that level of, all inness when it comes to both your time and money. I'll just share one more example in this space. Another example is like social media, showing up on your social media. I know for me, I really go through phases of being in, out, half in. And at the moment, I am showing up in it at an all in kind of way. I'm posting regularly. I'm pre planning my content. I am really feeling called to be showing up in this space. And that is exactly what I'm doing. So take a moment and reflect what areas you're not going all in on. The next area, the next brutal truth about why you might be stuck when it comes to money is that you aren't doing the deep work. And this kind of follows on from the point before about going all in. There is a difference between doing a manifestation meditation every day and truly going deep on it, right? Again, if this is work that you are doing in the space of your money mindset, you'll know what I mean. Sometimes I feel like I'm going through the motions of rocking up and I'm like, I've got to do my manifestation meditation. Cool. Yeah. Same with journaling. I might be writing in my journal, but it's more, I feel like I'm ticking a box rather than I'm actually embedding and deeply believing in the work. So take a moment and check in. Are you actually going deep with this work, with your mindset work? Or are you kind of going through the motions a bit? Maybe you aren't even at the stage where you are going through the motions. Maybe you're like, I don't even know how to work on my money mindset. And again, that's probably a pretty big indicator about why you're stuck. This work is so imperative and so important if you want to create massive breakthroughs in the space of wealth creation and in the space of your money. Part of this work, part of the deep work is healing those deep money wounds. So, what do I mean by that? What are your fears around money, around not having enough? You might even have fears around what success looks like subconsciously. You may have deep rooted beliefs around scarcity, lack, your own worthiness of earning more, creating more, having more. Are you really actively resolving those emotional scars from your past money traumas? Or are you just trying to gloss over them and think, I don't need to solve that. I'll just focus on the future. Want to take a moment and pause there. Have you ever seen a couple separate and then get back together? And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But from what I've witnessed over the years of having friends, family members, all kinds of people break up, get back together, if they don't go and do this deep work, invariably, at some point in time, again, the same problem will come up again. If you haven't actually gone and resolved the trauma, the conflict, it will keep popping its head up again and again. It might stay stagnant for a little bit, but it sure as hell will come up again. And this is something that I've seen again and again, is that the same problem tends to pop up in the space of money unless you've gone and deeply healed that wound. So this is the deep work, clearing those energy blockages that sit stored in our subconscious mind or inside our body. If we don't resolve them, our relationship conflict with money is going to keep popping up again and again. And we're not going to be able to have a beautiful, trusting, and flourishing relationship until we have actually been able to heal those old wounds. So if you're feeling stuck, if you aren't sure what is going on in the space of money, hopefully there's been some things in today's episode that have excited you and inspired you to go deep, to go all in, and to really start to look at how can I be in an energetic space that is going to elevate my frequency in the space of money, which is a beautiful segue to remind you again about my money manifesting challenge that I'm going to be hosting live in the next couple of weeks. So over 3 days, you'll be learning tools and strategies to make an extra $5,000 profit ASAP. This isn't just about manifesting money. It's actually learning how to do it faster. And it's not just about the 5K. It's actually about how you can start to replicate this on repeat. 3 days of live training, completely free. They will be live with me. And I would love, love, love to invite you to come along. So please go and check out the link in the show notes for today's episode. This just might be the first step in helping you to clear some of your stuckness around attracting more money. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of the Clarewood podcast. I really want to take a moment and honor you for taking the time to focus on you and your future self. Have a fabulous week. I'll chat to you again next week.